took some time to finish my eggs, my egg breakfast. This stream could have been a little earlier, but I was here finishing my egg breakfast. Things that I must do. And here we are in a Gartic phone with player 1, username SuckMD, and hey, it's happening! There it is! Okay, wait, you're saying, I better not say it. Oh, look, it's Mr. Froggers. Oh, God. Yeah, oh, wow, I'm in terror to think what you were about to say. Hello to you, Magdilla. I'm unsure how much Gartic we can be played. You're saying we can't get rid of you now. Oh my goodness. And there's Tube asking, where's the link for the Garlic phone? Well, for this one, I'm always unsure of where to put it exactly since we've been trolled, but here we have it, just like that. I want to arrange this stuff, and okay, this should all be working now, I think. Okay, we got a little link. Give me a second to get into the Gartic. Let me think of a funny name. Well, that's suspicious. Well, that's suspicious. I guess if anyone in this Gartic phone, if I'm thinking it's you and it's not you, please say so. I don't want to get trolled. And there's okay. A regular Shonja Kraken tube. Very nice, very cool. And you know, I do get a little bit happier when I think about an endangered tiny frog. Wait, maybe not specifically endangered, maybe just a tiny frog. There's Magdella saying, I've destroyed the sleep schedule again. All my efforts were worth nothing. Oh my. And here we are. Okay. There's so she's saying I shouldn't joke about being stolen the identity. One day he'll ban me. I'm like this close. I know we only got this many people, but like this close. Okay. You guys want to do like a regular kind of a round? I don't know, like 5 turns on a normal round. And then there's also Lotto received a new logo on the Wednesday draw. Oh, right. Oh my gosh, what was the Wednesday draw was do I even have that in mind? What would you do if you won the lottery? I can spell that. Or maybe it's more interesting to switch these. What you do? Cool. Every now and then I hello to Salad Guy being 5 seconds late. Well, I mean, there's other rounds after this. If you're still around, hey, it's good to see ya. And there's Magdella saying, I tried Mountain Dew today. Oh, how was it? And okay, this says, hey, which kind of makes me think of, hey, yeah, but also I've been seeing like a bunch of Undertale memes lately. Well, okay, when am I not? Alright, let's go like this, and maybe we can put a hat on the fellow. Hello to Crystal Palm. How are you today? What's on your mind? What's happening? I hope everything's good. I think personally for me, I'm in a slightly better mood than I would have been, because I got kicked out of one of my college classes due to administrative error, but honestly that one was making me write like a lot. So now my schedule is like more freed up, and maybe I can just take a better class in the summer or something like that to round out what's happening there. Okay, so here's some teeth. This doesn't quite look right. Let's do I know what a Sans the skeleton looks like from memory? Let's draw some fluffy sort of stuff here. Bump shaped like a deer. Is happening in the chat. Am I quieter than normal? Ooh, well, I don't mean to be quieter than normal. I think my voice is the right amount. Oh dear, there's some stuff glitching out. And okay, for this drawing to make sense, before I run out of time. Wow, I really don't ever remember what Sans looks like, apparently. I'm just sort of ad-libbing it. Alright, so what I want to draw here before time runs out is like some kind of a Hey Ya reference, Outcast kind of a thing. Perfectly green hat. You know what? I should put a big green hat on more characters. There you go. There you go. Alright. And there's Magdala saying, amazing life, Laura. I hung out with some friends yesterday. Hey, congratulations. Alright, let's see what the volume is like. I can have, well, as always, my voice volume is all the way up, so I can have less of the music if we wanted. I could have less of that. And, okay, wait, you hung out with friends. Okay, that's fun. I'm seeing what I'm seeing here. Birdley's beak was 100% fake plastic removable. There we go. And, oh, you asked, are you better now? Did the gut problems go away? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm quite better now. Thanks for asking. My goodness. And every single one of the possible terrors that can happen to one's guts are not happening to me. Hooray! That's great. That's excellent. Okay, Cloud Dude in Deltarune Chapter 5. Well, for Deltarune Chapter 5, first we gotta go to the Dark World. Step 1. Take your ass to the Dark World. Alright, let's add that one to custom colors. Why not? And put that all together. This is a Dark World type of a color. Yes. And where shall this go? This one's a little bit brighter, so I guess it'll go up top where I like to put the sky. Alright. The things most affecting my I don't know, well, the things that are the most in my head are having social anxiety, trying to get rid of social anxiety, and trying to talk to new people and real life people. Oh, in my last class, I finally worked up the courage to talk to the cool people in front of me. I didn't have any kind of a follow-up after I complimented the girl in front of me on her awesome dragon purse. I didn't have any follow-up, but maybe I established an air of friendliness before not making eye contact for the rest of the class, but I mean, it's the person sitting in front of me, so for most of the class you don't even need eye contact. And I don't know, maybe there's friendliness in there. Anyway, I'm happy to have had a social interaction. All right, here's some blue happening on the clouds, and we have to make this a dude. We gotta make this a dude. Salad Guy saying, by the way, hi guys, haven't seen a stream in a while. Been busy with school and taking care of my partner and such, but I'm happy to catch one of these again. Yeah, hey, it's been quite wild, quite a moment. I hope that good things are happening to you. There's some missing list and hello to Lotus, and there's wow, there's Patrick and Pikachu Bob. Put on condiments. That's great. That's excellent. There's Magdala saying, I've never seen you before because I'm extremely new, but welcome back, miss. You know what? Why not miss people that you never met? And we got 2 people loading in here, and let's see what we've got. What would you do if you won the lottery? There's First of all, you'd have many heads. Second of all, there. Oh, that's the cloud dude? That's the cloud dude? Okay, there's some kind of. Wait, is this just ordinary forced labor or is this Amazon? You're having internet problems again. Oh my. Well, what a time for this to happen. And here's the cloud dude, almost bisexual cloud. Doesn't care, uses glasses about it. Oh. You know, that's pretty fun. Why you never compliment my dragon purse? It doesn't make any sense that the first thought that comes to mind is because I thought it was your Dragon Ball sack, but what is that related to? Why would that be the first thing that comes to mind? I don't know. If you'd like to show me a purse that I'm sure is a purse, then I'm sure I have compliments for it. Cool. Yeah. Here we are. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's something that happened since I last streamed too. I got to go to Wednesday game night again. I guess that's a form of top surgery. I guess any surgery can mess with your emotion. This was supposed to be a fish-eating canned human. They doesn't like it. There's Lotus saying, I did it. I sent the message and gained a positive answer. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, Lotus, hey, congratulations to you. I got so jazzed there, excited for you that I don't know, disconnected this spontaneously. You're saying butt, you're saying ass booty, what's happening? And okay, so this was supposed to be something. I put some iconography on it. A real Sansa skeleton type thing. Yeah, maybe it's a St. Patrick type of Sans. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh, I see it now. The identity of Sans the skeleton. And that's how we make Patrick's star more identifiable. Okay, what kind of round would you guys like next? We got some more peoples joined in, so what sort of thing here is like, okay, we've been a fan of exquisite corpse and animations and things like that, so I can take some input on what to I'm not going to compliment your Dragon Ball sack. Okay, so there's Lotus saying that's all the contact we had. We're both too shy to message each other, so we're in a very awkward stalemate at the moment. Hey, but there was a positive answer. It could be positive. We got a Xenogoth in here, no input on what round to do next. Okay, Xenogoth, I hope that you will keep things so safe for YouTube. Every time I say this, there's Schrodinger's prom. You want to message the other party because you both think you'll like them, but the same. I hope no one in the game is a troll, right? Me too. We're all safe for YouTube up in here. We're all giggity good. That's that's something I could say. Okay, what's actually the best Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender that I can draw in here? Saying you never compliment my earlobes. Okay, I don't know if this just because she needs someone to dance with, or she actually wants to get to know me like I want to know her. Oh, well, that message in particular, Lotus, is where if I try to give you advice, not that you necessarily want advice, I think, okay, maybe my advice fails at this point, because if I didn't know if somebody wanted to get to know me the way I want to get to know them, I think I would just go into the situation anyway. I feel like I tend to think of all social interactions in a very self-sacrificial manner. I don't know if self-sacrificial is the right word for it, but just preparing to give more to the other person than I expect to get. I mean, like within reason, like within limits. I still want some benefit to happen, but that's the only way that I've been able to manage expectations and worries, because worries are usually tied to expectations. Um, you just gotta get in there. Just gotta get in there is what's my opinion. Okay, I'm super glad my friend made me ask the person, but what do I do now? I mean, if if somebody just wanted to dance, then the next thought on my mind, if it's just need someone to go with, I think the next thing would be to be good company. I'm actually collecting the questions that you can ask somebody so that you can have good conversation, because I'm trying to make conversation with people too. Um, ask somebody to describe themselves as a grocery store aisle. Which one would that be? Maybe that's kind of generic. How many seagulls would you have to find in your house before you got suspicious that somebody was putting them there? You know, cool questions like this. Okay, this was supposed to look quite different. I really wanted this to actually look like, to look kind of like Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender, looking at us with them blue eyes. Put those peepers away. All right, here we go, like this. But yeah, interesting, fun little conversation things. You can ask somebody, like, if you could be immortal for as long as humanity, like as a human, then would you want to be? If you knew you were gonna die in 1 year, would you change anything about your life? Okay, maybe like asking that to a girl that you're just meeting is maybe it's not the maybe it's not the option, maybe it's not the best thing to start out with, but I don't know, there's things, you could go many directions with this. All right, so this would look great if it were more detailed. Can we have Okay, that was the next choice I made for this art. That's definitely a choice that I've made just now. Okay. You know what, Sokka? Now you're getting Water Tribe married. Like this. Specifically like this. This is the fusion of Sokka and Katara, maybe. This is... There's Salad Guy accidentally getting kicked. There's Magdala complimenting on the earlobes. There's Sokka putting deep thoughts. There's Lotus saying, my friend's been working behind the scenes on each party, and she says the other party seems excited, but I don't know if that's potentially a new friend or just because finding someone was easy. I mean, I don't know if this is defeatist of me to say, but maybe you just gotta go in there with low expectations and a willingness to have fun. Okay, so pink is happening. Let's start to add some blue and maybe white. Blue and maybe white. Okay, I guess my mind on all of this drawing stuff at least, is a little bit altered by the fact that I've had some fun little downloads of my images this morning. I've had all kinds of fun things. Somebody made art of a software installation wizard as an anime girl, so I'm just sort of pilfering that. Okay, so here we go, like this, and what we want is wizard sleeves. Yeah, okay, this is awesome. Go for it with the wizard sleeves, and the shirt can be kind of bunched up formal style. Software installation wizard. Everybody see some more of that. Alright, and now some kind of pants or maybe skirt is happening. Let's fill in some of this wizarding robes and a little bit of this, and these robes can be a little bit darker over there. You can add that to, oh, we get one custom color. We get one custom color per drawing. That's fine. That's good and also wholesome. Katara bends my blood. You know what I mean? Invite Maxdella, okay. The thirst is never not happening. Is that what's happening? The thirst never not happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can have shock and can have a scandal. Well, here we go with a little bit lighter color on the neck. And do I want some shading? Do I want some shading? Go like this for shading? Sure. This makes me think we're so formal. Okay, I want to add more wizarding details, and it's gonna be really cool. You know what? Let's just do this software installation wizard outfit completely like this. What a fun pattern to have on one's robes, honestly. I wonder what I'm writing. It probably is complete gibberish, but I'm just varying these things to create a pattern on here. Yeah, okay. I feel cool. That is cool. That is cool. Let's go like this. And maybe you can have some buttons. And go like that. Nice. There's even a little bit of time to add more things, but I think I'll read this chat. What food is considered weird that you absolutely adore? Ooh. I mean, definitely the hot dog with tuna and hummus on it. What's bounty bars? There's the head's giving pink diamond vibes. There's Lotus saying, funny thing is, I have the social skills of a rock and can't keep up a conversation. I don't want to ruin this. Well, I feel like conversation is probably pretty simple. I think people feel cared for if you ask them questions about their interests. But also, like, I could send you, if you liked the seagull question, I can send you these in the Discord. God, one of them was, if a person speaks sign language but only has one arm, is that a speech impediment or an accent? That one's kinda, I don't, maybe save that one. I like the seagull one a little bit more. There's Lily saying, I haven't spoken to a real person in years. Here I go fading. There's Magdala saying, I'll answer my own question. Probably doesn't exist to you guys, but I love me some goat gut filled with rice and meat. Oh, well, are we being traumatized at the mention of guts every single time now? That's valid, honestly. I want to look up, let's look up Clone Wars armor. Ooh. I do like the ones with a little bit of a paint on them, honestly. I do. Alright, so let's start strong and bring some high definition to this codpiece. You're gonna have a completely angular junk. Go like this, and other shapes are going like this because there's like this under garment while we're playing Gartic Phone, sponsored by Garnet. Alright, here we have more of this, and I guess that perhaps I have no choice but to shorten your legs immensely. Perhaps I must. Okay, And go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. And here's what the knees look like. I really do love this stuff. Okay. Something, I don't know, I've been having like bad social anxiety throughout the week, but something that helped me just this last night was to think to myself, was to try to get myself not to think about what could have been or what could be, but just be grateful that just feel grateful that somebody wanted to spend some time with me in whatever capacity it may be. The future is uncertain, but the future literally doesn't exist yet. So if I worry too much about the future, then it's just sort of torturing myself over stuff that isn't even real. So So, I don't know, I like to keep a track of my emotions, try to be conscious of what I'm feeling, and try to, and if it gets really bad, if I'm like working my stomach into nervous knots or something, which is happening so very often lately, I try to keep track of whether I am torturing myself emotionally, because I guess that's something that you want to have tabs on. That's something that you might want to keep track of. Wow. Is leg armor kind of hot? Is leg armor kind of attractive? Am I mental right now? Am I not covered for dental right now? Am I okay? Go like this, and we're full on Star Wars up in here. You would not believe the amount of stars that we are wars. And then there's okay. So Lotus saying, anywho, that was the end of Lotus's unsolicited Yap Fest. I don't wanna just dump it all on you folks. I mean, hey, it's the format for a dumping, because the chat goes quieter sometimes on Gartic phone type stuffs, because everybody who joined the stream is all locked in on drawing and things. So you know, you're the life of the party. You're the life of the party. Keeping it active. We can trauma dump on each other forever. Maybe I shouldn't do it as well. And and here's an amount of knees on this drawing. It's okay to vent. There's Magdala saying, I'm a true attention whore, so my anxiety and validation seeking personality clashes daily. Oh my. The clashing personality traits. It's a tough time. Sometimes the whole insides me wins, chat. Don't we all wish we had one inside us? Alright, you got me to find a dang clanker hot Yoro. Withered rose emoji skull emoji. Wait, for Star Wars it was supposed to be, I mean, these ones are supposed to be organic. Ooh, it's a fish. These ones are supposed to be organic. It's I mean, still grown from a test tube, but I don't know if you've ever seen the Tumblr side of the we turn you into a fish. If you've ever seen the Tumblr side of the Clone Wars fan, God, okay, wait, this is so funny. If you've ever seen the Tumblr side of the Clone Wars fandom, all of them are extremely thirsty for every single one of the clones. There's, inside you there are two horses, oh god. There's, Soxy saying, how big is getting the polycule? Is it growing at all, or should I send you some news to download? I matched with one girl who was also bisexual, and she had a costume of Pitbull, where she was dressed like Pitbull the singer, and so I sent, I don't know, also a picture of me in costume as Thomas the Train, and I said we could be bald together. Check this out. This is what it looks like when we're all ears. I said we could be bald together, and she hasn't said anything else, so in conclusion, I'm meeting everyone to fumble them as fast as possible. As fast as, oh, it was romance saja from the K-pop demon hunters. Did we accidentally make the, okay, by making the torso this size, did I make the head very large in comparison? This is kind of proportionate. It's a little bit proportionate here. It's actually happening. There's, I'm just saying, some people might not be comfortable with my yapping my personal things, and that spooks me. Nah, it's you know what, I'm okay with it. Declare ourselves okay with it. There's talk of Riz 100 happening. Oh, let's put that to a vote. Everybody okay with it? There's, ooh, I like that little face. I do like that little face. Oh. What's good? This is cool. This is cool. Check it out. This is character design. I would draw this again on purpose. Maybe I will draw this again on purpose. Who is the salad guy? Because that's so cute, right? Oh my gosh. That was really cute. And here we go with some, oh my, here we go. The toes, wow, okay, we are not putting them grippers away today, chat. The grippers are out. So we get Italy with 2 torso and the feet for day. Magdala, why would you smash? Alright. This is really interesting. I'm really, do we want to try the exact same round again? Okay, I'm gonna give that, I don't know, 30 seconds on this little clock at the bottom of the screen for like input on what kind of round to do next, because after seeing all that, it's extremely tempting to just to try again. There's something telling me there's some major. I'll get into it. So it goes to the thousands. I'll lend you a whole stadium for people, the ones I don't need anymore. You're giving an entirely new dimension to the mildly offensive term sloppy seconds. What the hell? There's oh my. Okay, Riz Masters, and here we are at 30 seconds, and I guess I will go for this mode again. What was that cute thing? I also wish to scribble a bit of the cute thing. Yes, go like this, maybe? And then, because, trying to get to know people, trying to fulfill the entire desire for socialization, because trying to get all of it from dating app initially was I think maybe that's not recommendable. Am I freezing up here? Is it freezing up? Is it okay, like it seems to have disconnected. Because trying to only socialize with people through dating app was inadvisable, I am very much on the try to find local friends version of the app. I think maybe I offended most of the first people that I spoke with because I didn't message fast and frequently enough, and so everyone is offended. So I guess I just go into each conversation now trying to be ready to, I don't know, have an amount of frequency in there. I feel like once a day, maybe even twice a day is something when you're trying to get to know someone. Okay, so go like this. Here's a mouth. Cool stuff. And here's some kind of a neck. Go like this. I've so far on the application solely for friendship, I've met someone who also marked down writing as an interest, but we're both falling into the writer stereotype of never writing anything. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a mouth. I forget what simplified mouths look like, because like when they're simplified, it's pretty fun and neat. Alright, so here's some kind of lizarding going on. Okay, the nostril confuses it a bit, actually. Let's put some stripes on this, maybe? Let's put some stripes on this, maybe. There's Loda saying, I just want to make friends, or maybe possibly something more, because she low-key seems super sweet and pretty, but my mind is actively battling against me, and it freaking sucks. The only way to make friends is to increase proximity. I truly believe this. Increase proximity to each other, increase frequency of interactions, be around each other more. And I guess you could get braver by thinking of it like friendship and company and your time is a gift that you can give to someone else. That doesn't mean that it will be reciprocated, but you have to risk being annoying to someone, I think. I think that's the only way to actually get close to people. You gotta make yourself available, and available, it's it can feel like it overlaps with being annoying. It's if you're one to second guess yourself. For some people that I'm attempting not to ghost, I send a weekly meme. So that's your area of expertise, if I may say. Well, that's your area of expertise. And but then for people that I am like trying to maintain a close friendship or something with, I try to schedule something regularly, like watching a show together, or here I am appearing on a stream, my version of making myself available to socialize. So I guess I've believed in this method of socialization for the entire time that I have streamed. Alright, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? My gosh, the Xenogoth not having enough time? Oh my, I'm quite curious. What is going on? Alright. Oh, this is a fun way to incorporate the background art. This is this is pretty silly, perhaps. Let's get into this. Suspiciously Gartic phone, shaped bulge. Oh dear, I've accidentally Control Z'd a little bit. Is this going good, I wonder? Go like this, a little bit more like this. Sure. Now let's outline some things. Okay, Magdala chiming in, the mind sucks because it does stuff you don't want it to. There's tell them the story you told me the other day. They'll feel moved by your human struggles and will be your best friends. Of all of them, you'll be the best friend of everyone. Which story exactly? Which stories exactly? We tell each other a lot of stories. We tell each other a lot of things down in here. Alright, is this happening? And we want more opacity. Please, please, please. And this can go like this. And this can go like this. Okay, let's actually try to imply some sort of regularity happening here. I I'm intimidated at trying to socialize with people who are kind of older than me and very involved in their job and stuff. I mean, I am finding that whatever the demographic so far, I can meet an anime nerd, a nerd that's into anime. The And so that's kind of comforting because then to bond and stuff, I can just watch that anime and and that's a good time. That's a good time, you know? Okay, let's actually fill stuff in like this. There's Magdala realizing right now that rent here costs a lot and you should live with some relatives. Are you budgeting right exactly now? That's something that eases my mind a little bit sometimes when I feel bad about living with my parents and not having privacy or independence. Um, it's that theoretically, perhaps even in practice, it's just saving a lot of money. All right, so here's this suspiciously Gartic phone shaped lump in your stomach. All right, but let's actually emphasize that a little bit more. With a little bit less opacity. Cool stuff. Little bit of this. And it's supposed to be like an indentation for for various stuff. There we go. Yeah. All right, well this looks like a whole lot of nothing, if I may say. It's looking kind of like a whole lot of nothing. So I guess I'll just try to add some shading on that. And maybe the next and final piece will turn it into a whole lot of something. How about that? Okay, so things I've missed in the chat, such as saying, you're telling me that if I have a friend at the other side of the world, we can't be friends. Due to the very low proximity, we are actually enemies. Holy fuck, that's hilarious. I wish I had seen that sooner. I mean, I think you can make enemies with someone across the world if you wanted to. I hope you don't want to, because I think maybe I'm across the world and you kind of know me. But proximity can also be frequency of interactions online. That is how me and my girlfriend became close, because she would always message me first. And this created virtual proximity. As Magdala saying, honestly, I can't maintain friendships at all. It's usually neither party's fault, but it also sucks. I have the same worries you have, so you aren't alone in this. That probably doesn't help. I mean, I guess that's another thing. You gotta be conscious about having people in your life. Alright, what kind of legs do I want to try to put on this menu today? Ooh, I know what it is. Okay, this is because I was browsing the bisexual IRL subreddit today. Every single day I wake up, I go on the Reddit, I have more bisexual memes, I close my phone, satisfied. Alright, here we go. A little bit like this, a little bit like this. Sometimes I have in the past doubted whether I am a valid bisexual. Sometimes, but I don't know, maybe that's part of the process of the experience of being a bisexual. But then I hear myself out loud just now, and and I guess from the sound of it, maybe that's fairly bisexual. All right, let's get some awesome, cool things happening. What poses are for legs? What poses are for legs? Go like this, I suppose. And go like this. And is there like a cloth here? There he is. Alright. Hopefully that is all blocked off and blocked out and things, and we can start filling in what can and should be name of a song from K-pop Demon Hunters that we're adding to all of this. That's right, this is gonna be golden. Okay, go like that, and like this. Cool. And there's some awesome things. Thank you, Bisexual Memes subreddit by IRL, for the inspiration on this incredible. I can't just talk about this without showing this. Who is this person? You can understand why that's part of the selection. There's Lotus saying, I'll probably go Pennywise now, feeling a bit Pennywise. Thanks for listening to my nonsensical tale, everyone. Good night to you, Lotus. Good night to you. And then there's thanks for visiting and thanks for chatting. Okay, there's the lamp that first kid behind in the game be like, yeah. Assign enemies at distance. Funny ass way to phrase that, yeah. And there's talk of the legs going all the way up. And why would you be a valid bisexual? Don't you have a bi permit? I wonder sometimes. Right? Okay, so let's put some shading on this since there's time to have shading. And let's put this here. Cool stuff. And is this all the details I want to put? I don't know. Honestly, there is time. We can throw on some fishnets. Maybe that's something I will start to say in real life too. We're entering fashionable eras or something. It's time to throw on some fishnets. It's never too late to have a crisis about your aesthetic. It's never too late to start dressing different for no reason. Alright. Cool. I feel crazy right now. There's Magdala saying, I'm a pansexual, guys. You're joking that you personally have a thing for kitchen appliances? Sometimes I have wondered if pansexual would be a better sort of a label, but I think my choice of labeling was partially influenced by having to explain it to my mom, who knows what a bisexual is, and doesn't know. To be honest, hello, the salad guy. Well, hello, okay. Let's put in the full-on hands in here. You know what? For these quick drawings, I have been avoiding some hands, but you're inspiring me to up my game. The Magdala hitting us with the meme phrases. I gotta love that. This turned out cool. This turned out cool indeed. There's. Oh, I thought this was some kind of a snake. Thought that was a snake. Ah! Oh, you hit us with the shading. I should hit more things with the shading. God, wow. I'm so creeped out right now in a good way with this art. In a good way. Wow. The cynic saying, so wait, if proximity isn't a factor, then aren't we friends enough for you? I spent 4 hours for you now. I feel offended. I thought you were my unidirectional parasocial friend. I don't know where you're getting the negatives from. Proximity is a... God, what the hell? Wait, what were we thinking about? What were we thinking about? What were wait, excuse me? The Avatar Aang eating on Spain? Wow. I was trying to say that we are friends, but also you just drew this at me. What happens now? Oh my God, all of this part was entirely your decision. Wow. I okay, that was perfect. Was this the one that you were horse? Was this the one that ah? So I was thinking to myself, yeah, I started doing these streams in the hopes that I could make myself available to whoever the hell in the world consistently. I could make myself, I don't know, a part of the world that people can access regularly, and this would increase my proximity to other people, and therefore, if you've been in the stream, perhaps you are other people. Maybe it depends on what you consider. Hello, detail in the nose. What kind of detail do we get next from there? What kind of detail do we get? This has happened to several Crystal Palm now. This is that has such a storybook quality to it. This has such a storybook quality to it. That's it. I wanna look into the next one. Why you saying AIR be like, well, this is all organic unintelligence. How do I want to label that? This is so beautiful, right? I can't even label that as unintelligence properly because it's a visionary. Dana tears himself insert. Hello, I'm R1. Oh, this is Xenogoth's alt account. Well, hello to you. Hello to you. I feel like we could do. I'm kind of wanting to do more. I should announce when things are like different, but let's go there. You're saying not to self-glaze, but this is so cute. That really was so cute. I'm gonna draw now my a professor and instructor that I have for project management. Okay, so let's go like this. Let's see if I have observed the facial features enough. Yeah, I totally thought that my weekend and my Friday were gonna be busier, but then I got straight up kicked out of one of my classes, and I think I am okay with that. I did write an email being like, why did I miss the participation assignment required to not get kicked out of the class. Alright, so here is more of this, and sort of a middle part we can have here. That's awesome. And this is okay. Do we want like one ear like this? Maybe. And kind of like this. Okay, this is like smaller and more high up than we normally put the head. So hopefully this will turn out just fine. How can I okay, this is a lot smaller and more high up than we usually put the head, so I can already see how that's going to go. That's gonna go. I can see how that's gonna go. Okay, so we'll go like this, and go like this, and I know how to draw, I swear. We've been knowing how to draw. Beatboxing puppy. Okay, let's put this a little bit more erased and put all of this together. There's one thing, there's a link to the Gothic I want to join, but if it is Xenogoth alt account, I mean, Xenogoth made it in here before, right? Wait, you do know, you do know what's up, you do know what's happening, right? Alright, so here we go with this. And is that enough torso happening? We're probably going to get a really long torso. We're probably gonna get a very, very long torso on this. Alright, so here we go with this, and we can have a little bit of the yellow type of a hair. We can fill all of this in maybe. Or maybe like a little bit of shading is how I want to go. I don't know. Because I don't think that I can trust myself to use the fill tool correctly in time. So here's some very gentle details of filling something in. Just go like that. Alright, that seems good, that seems cool. I don't actually remember eye color. Not something that I remember. Let's put some kind of a good, pleasant shirt right here. I mean, it is supposed to be a shirt, but I think this could also be within the range of skin tone, so I don't know if that one's gonna be clear. Alright. Well, this is a very dangerous one to put into a Gartic phone. There's... And now, the last few things you've said in the chat are the boobs, the bazongas, the calcium cannons, and not what I think of. Calcium cannon? Cannon? I think I'm gonna lose my calcium. I don't want to lose my calcium. There's things in the Discord. Your sleep schedule will be your end. You know what? Yeah, how did you destroy your sleep schedule? By playing Balatro. Okay, let's observe. Let's look up such things. Balatro. Poker themed roguelike deck building game. What makes it a roguelike? I feel like I've heard of it here and there, but what makes it a... Are you guys horsing around up there? But this is just the torso. This is just the torso. Okay, what kind of torso-like things can we put together? Wow, okay, I've downloaded a lot of good memes today, so whenever I have a question about how to continue, apparently I just look in here and it's all going extremely Gucci. You would not believe how much I'm Gucciing right now. I don't know. Okay, so a little bit like this. Let's fill all of this in, maybe? I guess so. Okay, this hopefully I can make this make sense, because the meme on my phone right now is okay. If I say it too slowly, then any effect of it is lost. But I guess there's no choice but for me to read it out loud. Okay, so we get a little bit of a belt. Okay, and this can all make total and complete sense, I want to say. And we can also have some patterns. Sure, have some cool wavy patterns. That's very awesome. And some cool things up here. And go like this. Sure. Yes, this is exactly what I'm seeing on my screen. This is 100% of what I'm seeing on my screen right now. All right, let's contribute a little bit of a collar. There's R1 saying that you want to join and draw more Hetalia characters. Very good. I shall put the link upon starting the next round. Sorry to delay. You know, I have been having a pretty decent time viewing those Hetalia characters from anime. It's been alright. Alright, here's a collar. And we want some kind of a cool belt. And the cool belt is gonna have gold accents or something like that, and maybe kind of a face in it. Okay, and here it goes. Okay. The way the image on my screen starts is me isekai'd into 16th century Korea. I wonder if anyone else from my timeline made it. I sure wish there was a familiar face around. And then, this is highly specific, but Joseon Derulo, I think I've mispronounced that, but it's like the old word for how Korea used to be called, combined with Jason Derulo. So here's this extremely blurry picture of Joseon Derulo. And oh hey, that's the things I'm missing in the chat. You're saying that your date at the gym went great. You were hot and sweaty due to gym actions. All right, what's up? Get steamy in the gym. By the way, can you believe that people are upset that Michael Kovac is missing in Knights of Guinevere? I mean, it's kind of a hilarious thing to be mad about. It's kind of objectively the absence of a guy. You're not working right where we want you to be. I still haven't seen the trailer for that. I could be. The hell are you putting here? I'm gonna draw mosquito legs. I'm gonna draw mosquito legs on you. Let's look that up. Mosquito. Let's do it. Mosquito stock, but like image. Youch. Ew, nasty. Wow, I definitely looked that up just now. That's something that I looked up just now of my own free will, of my own volition. Alright. It's gonna be in the color gray because we're continuing in the color gray. Okay, that's gonna go straight down, and this one is gonna be up and down, and there's like, I don't know, 6 of them. Wow, I'm losing track of the amount of legs already. And go like this. Okay, and then this is what we want very spooky mosquito legs to look like. Okay, that's awesome. And this also makes sense. Okay, this is great. But it was so few details that it took to draw that thing that there's a bunch of time left, and we can add any sorts of things that we wish. Alright. So here's some sort of disembodied legs, not really connected to the body. Not really connected to the body. And since there's so much time, what do we have left to do here but put some saucy, sassy high heels up on ya. Let's put some high heels up on ya. That'll be the good stuff. The good stuff right there. Alright. Let's just put 3 high heels on you. Specifically 3 high heels. And it can go like this. Very nice. I'm sort of freestyling that. You're saying you have it, it's amazing, you gotta do it. There's mosquito dengue. I will play with my plasma ball now. See you later in like 10 seconds. Oh my. Next round I'm gonna draw America from Italia. Well, I simply must see more Italians. The legs remind me of screamers from the light novel I'm reading. They are horrible. Oh my my. Oh my 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 my. Okay. anything else I want to put here on these on the ones who got legs for days. Legs for days. One thing about socializing more often that's making me like realize stuff about myself. I did think that I didn't get insane on my period, but that was just because I didn't want anything. And now apparently what happens to me is I think that everyone hates me when it happens, which I think is a common documented symptom. But wow, it feels so real. It feels so real when you're in there and you forget that it's a normal thing that happens to you every single time. Wow, oh my god. Okay, so let's put a little bit of shading on this too. Honestly, there has been plenty of time to add a little bit of shading. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. And have some very ominous music chime in from the soundtrack. Why don't we? Oh my. Okay. So here's all of these legs. You're certainly chiming in with "I only hate you a little." Excuse you. Excuse you. What am I? Am I sensitive around here? And also, you're the one who just drew Aang Avatar The Last Airbender completely boring a dude. Unprompted boring a dude. Maybe you're the one who's hating me a little. I could be hating you a little. Alright, we tried to start with this drawing. Interesting. I see there's been a width increase and then a drip increase. Yeah. You ever see Shorty turn up dripped out? Oh my god. This a Pixar mom, to say the least. The shoes are so prominent, they're making me think that's some protagonist type of deal. Like, perhaps a mom has never been a Pixar protagonist before exactly, but now she can jump so high. Shoes indeed. I'm having a very fun time with that. Now there's a tiny tree. You picked up on the tree vibes. Excellent. The tree frog. Ooh. Oh my god. Several of these drawings, they turn out not as one cohesive creature, but as kind of roommates that are kind of stuck on each other. I'm absolutely fascinated by it. Look at that detail that we're getting here. My god, my gosh. Art, artisanal. Hello, little robot, little alien, little thingy. Oh, okay, that's why it makes sense for one tube to be there. Ooh, okay, maybe I could have connected these things more. Okay, that's very creature. That is so incredibly character. We're almost to the final one. Which kind of a round would we want to try on next? Although we're getting the requests for drawing Hetalia characters, if R1 is still there. Oh, you were like zoomed in on a face and I put the collar and a bunch of lobster claws on you. Well, there's such a lot of detail put into this first one, and I feel like I've messed it up. My gosh, invade a gym character, one might say. All right, what kind of round would you like to do next? And here is here's that, but here is also here is a link, and talk of a link makes me want to draw a Zelda. Alright, where do I put these? I'm trying to take a moment to blow my nose probably. While I think or talk about asking what kind of round to draw next, because without any input on what round we should draw next. Hello to R1. what type of mode? Animations or normals or... There's two of you in here. Are they both you? What is happening there? Well, while I am blowing my nose, you explain what is happening there. Or maybe I will try to kick one in case there is trolling going on. Because it's very suspicious, yes. It's extremely suspicious. Both of them. Mitosis. I did you join first or second, R1? Which one did you join, first or second? Okay, and alright, let's blow my nose. Ah. And it continues. For an absurdly long amount of time. And there's... Okay, so you're saying that you were the first one? Well, now I was looking away and I cannot tell, which one left. Did it look like the second one left? Okay, maybe I should just go into my own stream and try to see if the first or second one left. So wait, okay, I guess I can ask you if you are still in there. I mean, I'm also looking, but are you still in there? Okay, here we go. And we rewind a couple of times. I was blowing my nose for an absurdly long time. And who has left? Let's catch that instant replay. Now there's two of them again. Well, if it's too suspicious, then I must kick both. My goodness, how very suspicious. Alright, well, I don't know how to verify this business, so yeah, I think I agree with Crystal Palm. It's very suspicious. Let's have a normal round for a moment. Do. A normal round in between these things with the mitosis. Oh my gosh. Crouching crocodile in China. Okay, there's... Why did you kick me? Because I didn't know which one you were. My apologies. It was too strange. There were two of you. Not allowed. Alright. And what else shall we have? Let's draw Puka, but specifically, like tax fraud, Pooh Bear. Is this something at all? Is this something that we can do whatsoever? So you tried joining twice and it was nothing at all, and you're considering bottom surgeries, huh? Most interesting. For some reason the first thing in my mind is what makes you consider that, but I mean, I guess there's like a limited amount of reasons. Okay, we want Spamton Undertale. I'm going for the references. Spamton. I was banned, bro. Now you gotta start a new game. I mean, the game is gonna restart anyway. I mean, does it let you join or rejoin? Anyway, let's have a Spamton. Just kind of like this. Your mouth is kind of a snout. I really can't believe that this thing and Chris's TV are ex-lovers. Ex-lovers, that's the lore. Alright, let's put some glasses on you. Let's put some of this on you. And what makes this the most Undertale-ish. Go like this. And a little bit like this. Okay. And go like that. Yeah, this is pretty much on model canon version of Spamton. I don't know if the rumors are correct and he's like 50% ass by volume, because I'm seeing a lot of head now that I'm referencing an image. There's a lot of that going on. Alright, let's take some pink, let's take some yellow, let's take some of this, take some of this. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, there's R1 saying, when I tried to rejoin it said I was banned. Oh, very interesting. Alright, well, I mean, I could refresh the entire thing, but I don't know how to stop a second and very suspicious person with the same name from joining. Well, maybe if you give yourself a perfectly unique name. Maybe if you do a name other than your current name. Okay, so here's a little frog. Tiny frog distracts you from guts disturbing. Yeah, that's what happens. Legend of Aventris got Matthew Lillard on a one-shot again. Oh, hey. Wait. Was Legends of Aventris the one with there's a gorilla in the woods? Was that the one? And then Matthew Lillard played Shaggy. Am I putting this together? Sans ate the ketchup and fell asleep in front of him. B. Alright. First of all, what we're gonna try to put here is a Barry B. Benson. Here's your eyes. Here's your this, and a little bit of fuzzy hair, and a little bit of all of this. And go like this. Here's the eyes. And how do we communicate that it's a bee? Kind of put a stinger on here. Here's your wings. This was going to be, I don't know, Barry Benson from the Bee Movie. Here's your shoes. Go like that. And then Sans. I keep seeing the exaggerated meme of him crying, but what we want is sleeping. And does your mouth close exactly? Here's your mouth going like this. And for some reason, as a skeleton, you do have eye bags. Here's sleeping indicators. And then what we're gonna do next, what we want to do next is cover somebody in blood, probably. But it's not actually blood, it's ketchup. Yep. This is classically what Sans looks like when you ate ketchup and fell asleep. And this is classically what a bee looks like when it's not wearing much, I guess. So there we go with that. The absolute cinema. And that's not very indeed. Okay. So I guess we'll wear Sans pink slippers. It's really funny. And then money laundering was here. Incredible. Pooh Bear has been eliminated, and money laundering reigns supreme. You said that I had to join using a completely unique name, so can I join using Hitalia America's human name? Yes. And also, Macdella, if you're joining, please let me know that you have joined. Okay, so I guess I'm looking stuff up, and then here's a micro frog. Oh, it was Crystal Palm's. It was Crystal Palm's version of the micro frog. Okay, what I'm looking up right exactly now. Italia, USA? But like the name? Na 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 na. Okay, so so the vibes of the frog have been reinstated. Looking good, looking cool, looking interesting. And there's Sans in a hot dog eating contest and winning. Okay, well I am gonna have to I don't know, refresh this thing if I want to give R1 a chance to get back in. Unless you want to open like an incognito kind of tab. What did this start out as? Just winning the hot dog eating contest. It makes sense. It does make sense. And so I've just put the B. I've just put the B in there. And here's a Spamton Undertale. Alright, everybody everybody rejoin. Everybody rejoin. I think let's duplicate this business and go over here, and everybody can rejoin some stuff. And then everybody I don't know, say who you are and things. That's a really beautiful Spamton, if I dare say so myself. I've put the I don't know, tiny version of a Spamton. Alright, now we could hit a new turn, but in fact, now we are all joining in this other link. Okay, we've got a Crystal Palm, we've got a Thugma, and the salad gonna need a sec, and then there's Crystal Palm, confirmed to be a Crystal Palm, and is it working for you, R1? Is it in fact working for you, R1? There's a salad guy, R1OTH. Is it happening? Is it real? Can this work? Or are you banned? There's I ask of you. Oh, I think it's working. Alright, I feel like we could do one animation, and here we go. I think this is everybody. Cheers. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready to animate, and you're saying Alfred F. Jones is Hitalia America's human name. You know what? In honor of I think this went really smoothly. Let's draw a Hitalia America with a little explosion behind you. This is an animation, so we're gonna try to make some things move. We're gonna try to make some things move, and one of the best things to make something move, oh my gosh, there's no fill tool. Okay, fine. Let's let's start over this entire thing with a third of the time remaining, because one of the best things to make things move is exploding stuff. All right, go like this. Here's your hair. Do I know how to draw Hitalia America? There's some glasses. There's some eyes that are kind of like, ooh, what's this? Yep, we love it. Okay, because I think that went so very smoothly, and here's a nose, and here is a thumb. That's some good stuff. Okay, sure, and here's the rest of this. Okay, that's awesome, and here we are with all of this stuff. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Alright. And then is, I guess, things that will explode. So hopefully this is gonna start exploding, and all of this is going to be very anime. So so hopefully this is gonna be incredible. That's all I had time for. There's a cockmancer in the United States of Italia. Ooh, what's this? Notices your bulgy nuclear bombing wommy. I didn't have to say all of that out loud. And Salad Guy has voted to kick McDowell. Oh, and this isn't in the context of just the Gartic or anything. You're just you're just reading that and being like, get out of here. Alright, so what I want next, in this limited time sort of a thing, is I want to dump this face onto a burger. Let's dump this face onto a burger, and so a burger can appear. And let's sort of melt. That's gonna be kind of scary. It's gonna be a little bit scary to melt, but afterwards you're gonna be what? You're gonna be a burger. Is a burger scary? Maybe not. So it all turns out really well, I think. Probably most excellent. Here we go with some of this. Okay, and here we go with all of this, and here's your here's your eyeballs, and a little bit of hair color. I think I'm interpreting this correctly. Hair color, and a slight smile. And let's write a note like splash into burger. Yes, burger. This is good. Woohoo! That's pretty good. Meanwhile, in the chat, Magdella is saying, God, my insides are cringy-wingy from all the ooh-woos and nuzzles. That's something I certainly read just now. So we're gonna splash right up into the burger, and it's gonna work out all right. Ooh, are we kicking something next? I think so. But what shall we kick? I suppose we're gonna kick extremely hard. I suppose we're gonna kick very much so. And also your eyes are gonna be a little bit distressed about it. Yep, that's what I look like when I'm a little bit distressed. Here's more of a kick, and let's say that your foot just actually totally crumpled, and your arm is like this. That's cool stuff. That's awesome stuff. I'm drawing the heinous injuries. Alright, let's go like this. And let's water your eyes a little bit. Cool. And perhaps the rock is vengeful. You ever think of that, Mr. the Johnson Dwayne the here's some of this vengeance happening, and some kind of a pain. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Alright, let's keep the mountains in the background. Super nice. Super cool. Yeah, maybe that looks like kicking. What are you saying there? The melatonin will not subdue me. I'll watch this stream till the end. I had planned to be here for the full sort of Agartic length, then for another half an hour, but you took your melatonins? It may be over. It may be so over. Um, so why did you, what was up with Aina's injuries? So rotating and moving to hit, about to be smacked. Okay, okay. So, wait, did I set down my stylus? What the fuck? I just had it. Okay, no, the timer. Okay, the timer is ready out. Here we go. So let's have some kind of driving in my car kind of expression. All right. And your eyebrow all the way up here, and your, okay, wait, maybe both of them, maybe both of them are running. Okay, what kind of expression is this? Check this out, maybe. Okay, and then there's a entire blur and some kind of a impact frame. Here's the rest of your fingies as we blur, kind of like that, but also like this. And the smack is being delivered, dare I say. And the individual is dying, and your head's being smacked right off. Does that look like anything? Let's keep that going. Smack. and maybe that makes sense. Maybe this is an animation. Do you want viewers to draw the thumbnail in Gartic Phone? Well, maybe we could. And something is melted? Yay! Cool. Excellent. Then what's a good last frame to put here? Okay, maybe I just have that frame in my head. Driving in my car right after a pee. I just have this frame in my head. Okay, so we put another one. The brows are like this. Cough to death. I did think I was gonna be drawing more garnet, not gonna lie. So before the stream has ended, I must make an effort to draw a little bit more garnet. Alright, so here you go like this. Here's your face. Let's just have this thing pop up at the last second. And you're still melted though. You're still very melted though. Okay. This happens. This is cool. And okay. And hopefully this looks like a continuation. I also kind of want to draw a thumbs up, because I just feel like that would be cool, like that would be excellent. Okay, go like this. this, and like this, and like this. Now this is what I think when something says melted. Yay. Let's keep on melting that guy. Let's keep on melting that guy. Alright. Now we've got a guy who is almost totally melted. Great. Let's pop it back up. There's Magdala losing all your interest in countering your sleep medicine with caffeine. Dangerous. What the hell? If I don't answer for more than 5 minutes, I fell asleep. Be careful. Be so careful. And ooh, we're instantly going realistic mode on the nuke. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. It's looking like one of them save points in the Delta of Runes. You know, I wanted to draw a Hetalia America for tribute to our Hetalia fan right here. It didn't occur to me the incredible amounts of violence we would be having. Wow. It's turned out pretty nice, huh? Pretty smooth, huh? Look at us animating on 5 frames. Okay, so was this one starting out as running? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? And then I've inflicted injuries and revenge on you, right? Right? Okay, your head might expand. Your leg might be extremely broken. God damn it. God damn it. It gets me every time. What can I say? What can I say? Bit of a jump scare. One would think I would never forget. And yet, apparently, I forgot because I'm surprised. Shit, dude. Well, there we go. Okay, wait, did I want to save there now? Okay, I can go back and save. Okay. And there's a Rubik's Cube. You're saying Alfred Dude is a troll. The first drawing went so smoothly. Oh, you melted Sans. And then I turned Sans into Asgore. Into Asgore. They're saying, dude, in 6 more days, we have to remember 6 days on now. Wow, this is very melty. I'm about it. Okay, so I've saved that one. You know what? Yeah, alright, I'll save this one as well. The rock's got a little face on him. Oh my goodness, Alfred has gone. There's a big hello. Alfred is back. There's a big hello happening. We try to rotate the stick figures. And there's rotating and moving to hit, and I get the final impact frame with a little bit of a face on it. And how did this turn out in the end? Ooh, how's that look in motion? A full rotation. We barely ever manage a full rotation. That's looking pretty good, dare I say. Let's try to gauge the level of trolling going on. Yeah, I mean, some things have continued. There's is that 1%? 1% trolling so far? Okay, what else have we got? We almost had Hetalia America is what I'm picking up on. I tried to put you on a burger. America the burger. Youch! Wow! Ooh, so nasty. Oh, all of the ingredients may be liquefied. Garnet! You know, it's never too late for a garnet appearance. You know what the heck? That's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth out here. Do you feel powerful in the arts? I feel powerful in the arts. Okay. We've kept it pretty safe for a YouTube so far. If we're all okay, I'm putting up this second sort of a animation. This was kind of fast. Of me. I'm looking up garnet because I think we can all. I think we're on a roll maybe. Okay. What can happen? Maybe punching? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Punching can happen. Punching with a garnet. And what do your gauntlets look like? Looks like this, looks like this, looks like this. And then also looks like a massive cylinder. And then happens kind of like this. And here is a star, sort of. Okay, I think I have sort of enough time to try to get a couple of these details right. Let's go like this, and 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 a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a nose. Okay, maybe not a little bit of a nose because I think we will maybe lose those details anyway. Here's this, and you can be punching. And here is your elbow, and we want this to go forward. What is a pose? Okay, go like this and like this, and your other fist is also out, and here's a huge cylinder that is your gauntlet. I'm not making the marks confidently enough. Okay, go like this. And how do I artistically, how do we communicate that garnet is stacked? Well, here's punching. It's supposed to try to be punching, and something is trying to fly away. Very interesting. What sort of details can I put there? I can rotate your head, perhaps. Of course, it's a little bit difficult when I don't know what character it may be, but I can do my best and go like this. And your hair can be like this. Fun times, cool times. I feel like you're looking a little bit sad. You're looking a little bit sad. Check you out like this. And you can have ears. It's a little known fact that I'm the one who lets people have ears. Here's more of this, and this dropped a little bit, and this thing has gone up. Okay. And it's a very peaceful bird somehow. Or maybe it's pointing its head away from us. Yeah, that'll do it. Your bird is flying away from you, and I'm interpreting this as some kind of a fist. You know, maybe I should speed draw fists more often. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Okay, go like this, and bum 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 bum. Was this some kind of a X, some kind of a crossing? Alright. What other details can we put? Just that your bird is flying away like that. Does that look like something? Meanwhile, strong Granny, and you're asking for ears. Well, you know, if you specifically, YouTube user psychic, would like ears, that's gonna be $4,800 US. 4,000, nothing in particular, making me choose that amount. Alright, what what else can happen with a strong granny? I think the entire vehicle can crumple. Let's do a crumple point. Crumple around this impact point. Cool. And go like this. Another thing that happened recently was I got some feedback on the project management class thing that I submitted at the very last second and pulled entirely from my ass. Okay, so here's a very panicked face as we draw. Like for the semester we have to do our own fictional hypothetical project sort of planning sort of thing. Let's go back to the Asgore face. So for mine is what if Glitch Studios, of the amazing digital circus and all of that, what if Glitch Studios took up that animated show Learning with Pibby and revived it or something, or I don't know, took up the pilot. All right, let's get the face, and wow, this face is looking even worse than previous faces. Let's put some hair, and it's kind of to the side a little bit, and here's your grandma, kind of going like this. Cool. Is that enough detail for a grandma? Wait, it's not enough detail for a car crash. Oh, I messed it up. No, you've handed me a money sack. Well, I have to count it. So this says extend the circle around. Wait. Okay, make the no bigger. Alright, let's see how that goes. Hopefully I've got enough time to that. I hope I haven't messed any of these artworks up too much. What round would you like to do after this? I've just been picking these, but if you have any specific request. Okay, so here we go with the little hands. Here we go with the little other things. Put some stripes on it. This is maybe the ideal Frisk Undertale. This is perhaps... Did I put the stripes on the wrong one? Yes, I did. This is the ideal Frisk Undertale. Let's put some pants. But we'd also need some face expressing all of the emotions like Frisk Undertale usually does, and some other little stripes, and oh dear, that's the wrong color. Okay, wait, how much of a circle do we want? At least some of a circle. On Wednesday, when I got to go to board game night again, we played Dimensions, the board game, where it's like a 3D puzzle, 3D logic puzzle. Okay, so, extend or finish the circle, and then well, maybe that's interpretable. So straight tail, pointy ears, and wider smile. All right, let's see what the final detail for this can be. Let's try to get pretty detailed up in here. You know what? Let's get really fuzzy, actually. pointy ears. Pointy ears up in here. And get really close to us with an even wider smile. This is gonna be good. Go like this. And sort of fill in those pupils a little bit. It's so funny to me that this twangy bunch of noises is part of the Night in the Woods soundtrack. Alright, there's a nose. And here is the... Is that where the tail is gonna be? I don't know. Let's sort of trace over the body and keep that a little bit consistent. Some good stuff right there. And... And perhaps that's a pretty good final frame. I hope so. I tried to make the tail not curved whatsoever. Alright. Now is that what I is that what I want that to look like? And I can see in the chat, YouTube Users I think has put down several more bags of money and said, here, my ears, where? Alright. The ears should arrive in 3 to 5 business days, and it's about to be the weekend. But the ears are en route to you now. They should sort of flop wetly up to your doorstep. Couple of ears, fresh new ears, fresh for installation. And there we go. Alright. Sometimes I wonder what more details I could put on one, but I think this is going pretty good. Alright, are we all good in the neighborhood? Are we all... Whoa! We're getting punched! We're fighting! Check it out, a clash of titans. There you go, Garnet. Oh, and who is made of love? This contender is made of love. There we have it. How excellent, how lovely. I'm most amused. It hasn't been 3 to 5 business days. Are you receiving unauthorized ears? Are we viewing unauthorized strong granny? Wow, I don't even know what this frame looked like. All I know is that the face was pretty good. Alright, how does this one end up? I hadn't realized how much changing the face would make Granny start to vogue. Granny started voguing on us. Check that out. Oh my gosh. And here's an enormous... wait, did I mix up the words enormous and adorable? I guess I did. Here's a very adorable... oh, this thing was gonna transform, a Gretsuko kind of style. Here we go. Oh my gosh, wait, did it kind of dissolve? Okay, wait. And how does that look? Well, your face certainly expands. We've certainly gone somewhere. My gosh, my goodness. How interesting. And what was the seller, guys? First frame, a little bit of a little frisk. Ooh, okay. and did this work out? Did this work out? And a little Sans appearance. Oh. Okay, yeah, that looks like something. It does, it looks like Sans is, I don't know, stunted on you? Oh, did I make the eyes? Did several of us put the round eyes on you? Oh my. Teamwork indeed. Look at all of us. All of us using the brain cell at once. And it works out just good. It works out just fine. Alright, what character is this? Make the last frame pause. Ooh, okay. Sure. Da-da-da-da. So there's flying away, crying. A plane might come in. How do you think of that? All right, that's kind of a fever dream type. Alright, I'll go, what was that, back to the last one and make the last frame pause? Like this? Sure, there's more than one version of that. I love it, I love it. The plane hugs you. Now I do believe that normal is the shortest round. We're almost at the 2 hours mark. What normal sorts of things can we do? Okay. Des runs over Sands? Wait, Sands? And Torio? This is just sort of a unrelated collection of characters. This is just sort of like that. Okay, well, I think maybe I'll declare that one done. I'll declare myself done with that one. And Crow in a top hat, Sussy from K-pop Demon Hunters. Wonderful, excellent, marvelous. Okay, do I want to draw that in a totally silhouetted way? Well, first of all, here's this. And it can go kind of like this. The more I try to socialize with strange new people and people in my town, the more I have people to, I don't know, care about and worry about. I feel like my entire wardrobe, kinda all of my clothes, it's very comfortable and kind of reflects the life of a person who has stayed in the house all of the time. Alright, so here is this. Do I know ya from K-pop Demon Hunters? And why wasn't this shape closed? I do know this lovely bird from K-pop Demon Hunters, of course. But do I remember the design off the top of my head? I always ask myself these things. I wonder, how I can be capable of interacting with people who are near my age and stuff. 'Cause, I feel like, I mean, I'm not allowed to go many places. And frankly, it's kind of funny that I've encountered people that were willing to, I don't know, meet or say hi to me whatsoever, since I have all of these restrictions on going places. Alright, here is this. But I'm excited to see the world. And where does this go? Now, let's say Asgore, but let's spice it up with 80s hair. Runs over deer girl. All this talk of deer girl from Undertale Deltarune. No, just Deltarune, not in Undertale. Just Deltarune. All of it makes me want to watch that one anime that came out that was very silly about a deer. Shirtless man. He's blushing. He likes your nostrils. Ooh, woo. Oh, wow. Oh, okay then. Do. Let's see. if I have any cool reference pictures, because what we have been doing is drawing absolutely nuts muscularity now and then. So let's see what I've got. Of course, woo, dare we say. And put your neck like this, and the rest of it. Okay, drawing from reference is the same. It's the same meme that was up earlier. Let's start on this part of detail. Wow, I don't know how to form any anatomies whatsoever. This is terrifying. Okay, go like that or something. I don't know. There's too many abs for one person to have. It's getting terrifying up in here. It's getting awe-inspiring up in here. Try to put some abs on you. I have proportioned all of this incorrectly. I regret being born, but that's alright because we persevere. We keep on going. Okay. Oh, that was another thing that was happening with me. I'm on like episode 4 of Kaiju number 8 as I attempt to watch current animes and stuff to riz up the weebs. And I totally thought they were going to have the kaiju powers be used as more of a cheat code, but instead, by holding back on using the powers, the protagonist reveals his strength of character and willpower. That's high quality. That's good shit right there. All right. A little green alien discovered gender. And I think that's how it goes. A little glore alien. And this has been a very lovely last round of the Gartic Phone. This has been a pretty darn cool last round of a Gartic Phone. I think it's going alright. So, let's see. Let's see how these images developed in this last round of a... Damn! The dear child did hit San Zantoria. Wait, okay, last until next week if we're here next week. How about that? Last of the streak. Oh my gosh, check this out. There's all I'm saying, aren't we gonna draw the thumbnail in Gartic? We did have a garnet appearance. I'm not sure how much phone we can be. Sans and a girl in the face. Oh my. I mean, I feel like we had enough garnet. Yeah, we had enough garnet. You're saying when Delta run? I guess I'll announce it in the Discord because I don't know what I'm doing today. So I think I'm probably gonna put it on the weekend, probably on a Sunday. And okay, what did this? The secret gender. It's been a government top secret until now. Okay, I'm seeing it. I like how you went with this. Alien girl gender. Wojak pointing. And so this has gone from the government hiding agenda to, in fact, an alien discovering agenda for yourself. You're saying, after finish, you cannot study until you finish the Delta Lunar Rule. Oh my gosh. You're doing reversals on me. Okay, now what does this look like if you don't know? Okay, but you do know. You do know what it looks like. And the crow can perhaps introduce itself. It's a bird, I say a fucking bird. You know what? That's highly darn amusing. That's completely amusing. My gosh. Alright, what else happening? Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that lump, it looks like a deer. Oh my gosh. And here we go with the 80s here. Wait, okay, you're saying I have to study, so you can stream it in a study with me ASMR. I'm gonna seriously evaluate how ASMR like and how I don't know how doxing amount of information my study session is, and I'm gonna consider, because I mean I don't stay on track easily. Streaming it might actually help me stay on track. Oh my gosh, wait, you continued the lyrics? Oh god, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. There's. Oh. Oh, okay, so this wasn't just shirtless guy request. This was this is like this. Okay, and then I proceeded to do something to the proportions like we've never seen before. Oh, senpai, so six pack you can grate cheese. I should I save some of these? I wasn't in the habit of saving the normal ones. That it's kind of a beautiful darn day, huh? This has been a very lovely sort of stream. Thanks for drawing. Thanks for animating a garnet with me. I'm gonna send all of the stuff that I've saved in the Discord, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you for chatting and drawing and everything.